Second week of quarter four. All right, so today in our class meeting, we talked about a few things. Let's talk about last week, first of all. So some of the kids were asking if I could return Newsela and things like that, and I said yes. So if you had put something on the parking lot, I went ahead and took a look at that and returned it to you. Something else about last week. If you want anything returned to you and you put it on the parking lot, that's awesome. But if you don't hear from me or you go back to the parking lot and I haven't typed a response, then that means I haven't looked at it. So if you haven't heard from me in 24 hours, give me a whole day to do it, then email me, okay? Just in case I accidentally overlooked it. Also, we talked about, for those of you all who are showing up and participating in our weekly class Zoom meetings, you will get bonus points for that, okay? So for each class meeting that you attend and that you participate in, and you're an active and positive participant, asking really good questions and, being a part of the discussion and things like that, and not being off task and so on and so forth, you will get bonus points for that. For those of you who haven't been showing up, I really need you to show up, okay? So it's very important that you come to these weekly class meetings. They are not optional like your office hours. Coming to those, that's optional. But if you have a phone, an iPad, or a Chromebook, then you need to, and you have internet, then you need to be at the meetings. Okay, like seriously need to be at the meetings. It's very important. We ask questions. We talk about that week's assignments. We get a rundown of what is expected for the week. And I get to see your faces and I get to know that you're doing okay. And we get to just talk and chat and see how everyone is doing. So if you're just opting out of it because you want to, that's not going to happen anymore. Okay, so I need you there. All right, you don't have to necessarily be completely all in, but I want you present. I want to see your face. I want some thumbs up or some thumbs down or some actual, feedback and talking going on. All right, Miss Sally and I and Miss Garcia and I, we all, miss you and we want to see you. All right, that's enough of the lecture for that one. All right. I'm trying to think of anything else for last week. Yes, Checkology. So many of you, it looks like you made your way through it. Either you started it and didn't finish it though, or you just finished it and didn't click the submit button. So many of you who had done it, I'm getting the feedback from the program that's saying unsubmitted. So I need you to, when you do your Checkologies and you finish them, that you submit them, okay? Also, for those, grades are going in this week for quarter three. So if there was anything that you made up in quarter three and that I still have not graded for some reason, you need to let me know, because I am not going to go back through every single assignment and every single Newsela to see if anybody has redone that. I don't have the time for that, and it's not my responsibility. Okay, it's your responsibility to let me know what you've gone back and what you've tried to make up so that I can go in and grade it. If I don't hear from you, I'm not grading it, and then your quarter three grades are going to be your quarter three grades. All right. So this week we're working, obviously, April 27th through May 1st. Okay. The announcements that we have this week are, there we go. Like I just said, grades for quarter three go in. Don't forget to submit your assignments on Checkology. It's super important that you come to the meetings, even though office hours are still optional. You need to check back on this announcements daily, because if something major comes up, this is where I'm going to post these announcements. All right, so you need to be aware of that. Okay, this week's assignments are, oh, well, that talking makes me thirsty. Okay. You have a quick write, which I didn't add that in there, but I will add that in there. And it's called April Showers Bring, and then it's ... What that means is that the old saying goes, April showers bring May flowers. And that's an old, idiom. But basically, we talked about what can, April's so hard. For some of us, it really sucked. It was just like a month that lasted 5 years. And so the showers, figuratively speaking, of April are going to bring what kind of flowers, meaning, figuratively, what are the good things that it's going to bring for May? It could actually be goals, whatever goal you want to have. Okay. So any goal that you want to do, it might be that you want to learn to cook, or maybe you want to put a puzzle together, or maybe you want to make sure that you stay on top of all of your work assignments, or maybe you want to exercise more, whatever that is. So for your quick write is what you're going to write about. The details are definitely in there, but let's just take a look really quick at what that looks like. Where's my writing? I'm going to get there. There it is. Okay. So your weekly writer. And Miss Garcia has given you guys some sentence starters for when that shows up. Okay, so if you're looking at this, it says, let's face it, April has been a long month. To most, April wasn't a great month. But what will these April showers bring? Think about what you want next month to look like. What can you do to make May great? What are some goals you would like to accomplish? Think about what you would like to do, who you might need to turn to for help, and why you would like to do it. Even though we're still stuck at home, where would be the best place to accomplish these goals? And how will you accomplish them? Just like with any other weekly writer, we have to have topic sentence, subject and setting, action, and concluding sentence. Okay? And if we look at the graphic organizer for that, you'll see the same thing. You got a reminder of what 5 days in your 1H are. But here are some topic sentences that you might want to look at. I will turn these April showers into May flowers by doing what? Learning to paint. I don't know. There's no way I will have another month like April, and here is why. And maybe you're going to start talking about some of the things that you're going to do to be more positive and upbeat. I will say that Courtney was really kind enough to share a mood tracker with us, and I posted that on Google Classroom. And it's just a real cool little tool to help you track what your moods are each day. Take a look at it. Might be worth your while to fill it out. The last little sentence starter she put is there. The force will definitely be with me this May, now that I have decided to blank. Okay. And if for those of you all who get that, May the 4th be with you. Get it? May the force be with you, but we say May the 4th be with you. I'm very sad that we don't get to do that in the classroom because I really kind of enjoy that day. Anyway, back to the week at a glance. I'm going to close these two things out. As always, if you have any questions, all you ever have to do is email myself or Miss Garcia or Miss Sally, and we will all be willing to help you out. Next thing, Artemis Fowl. We are on chapter 2. Okay. So everything for Artemis Fowl is on the link. So you'll click on the next slide. You can click on this link right here to open up the unit plan. And within that unit plan, you will notice on either the quiz, the discussion, or the vocabulary, if it's white and has an underline, has a line underneath it, so you can access those. Remember, for the Artemis Fowl, you only have to choose one activity. If you do more than one, you'll get credit for the others. But the assignment expectation is that you just do one. All right. But if you do two, I'll give you credit for both. And the other's just nothing but bonus at this point. Okay. So it'll be extra credit. So if you look on the third slide, there's chapter 2 with me reading it in my lovely, wonderful backyard. All right. Here's your link for the vocabulary. Also the link for your discussion question. Also the link for the multiple choice questions. And they're on Google Classroom as well. All right. So if you're wondering where to find any of the Artemis Fowl things on Google Classroom, you will notice there is actually a topic called Artemis Fowl. And it will say chapter 2. And in chapter 2, you have the video, the discussion questions, the vocabulary, and the quiz. Okay? In order to find that text for Artemis Fowl, it's on slide number 3, and you're going to click on this link, the We Novel link, and it will take you to We Novel, and you'll click on chapter 2 to follow the text. All right? Any questions about that? Please be sure to email me. Newsela, you know what that's about. It's basically, we're just doing another article on what board families are doing during the quarantine and the games and the fun things that they are engaging in. So that'll be fun. Our grammar this week is contractions. Oh, what's a contraction, Ms. McMurray? Oh my gosh, I don't know. You're going to have to do the brain pop to figure it out. The next and last thing is the Checkology. There, and this one is, last week was info zones. This one is misinformation. Critical thinking is very, very important right now. So we're going to look at misinformation, and basically that is what information is wrong that the media, whether it's social media, news media, fake news media, whatever it is, what are they giving us, and how do we, as citizens of this world and of humanity, determine what is fake and what isn't? Okay. So yes, these are class assignments, but these are also going to teach you critical thinking skills that will only help you as you become an adult, because at some point you're going to be an adult and you're going to have to figure this stuff out on your own, and you need to have those tools in your toolbox to do that. So this week is misinformation. Make sure that when you go through it, you finish it and you submit it. Okay. I'm not as much concerned so much that it's like a great grade. I'm mostly concerned that you're actually listening to the information. All right. And going through it and doing the very best that you can. That's always important. All right. There's the parking lot for this week. You know that link. You know where it is. Not only are all the links on Google Classroom, if you go through here, all of the links are on the slide decks. All right, for the bell ringers, for the daily check-ins, as soon as I finish this video, I'm going to post it right here in this lovely space. Speaking of check-ins, I noticed that a lot of you are doing the bell ringers with the Padlet, like the Motivational Monday, Travel Tuesday, so on and so forth. But not everyone is doing the daily check-in. All right, that's another 5 minutes of your time. I need you to do that as well. That's also worth 5 points. So during quarter 4, you are provided the opportunity to get 10 points a day for daily participation, plus the bonus points for coming to the class meetings and participating. So keep that in mind. Very important. You need to do those. All right. And again, with the bell ringers, I'm not taking I don't know, or I don't have any, or I don't like it. No, I want complete sentences. I want the sentences to answer the question. And also the comment box is turned on for everybody's Padlet input. So it's very helpful and important that maybe you comment on some of your classmates' posts. Part of the reason for that is who doesn't like to get a nice comment for somebody? You know, it means that somebody read what I wrote and they liked it, and they actually wanted to say something about how much they liked it. Not only that, in the class, we have the opportunity, like if we were actually back in the school building, we have the opportunity to talk about these things. And we go back and forth and we have these conversations, and it's fabulous. And we get to do that when we're in the school building. We don't, and that's every day. We don't get that here. Okay. We see each other once a week, and that's it. So with our Padlets, at least it gives us some kind of an opportunity to like say something, and then somebody says something back to us, and it's a nice interaction. And right now, it's a good interaction to have, you know, considering everything's all distance learning. So let's do that. Okay, I think that is it for the week. If I have left anything out, please feel free to email me or question, and I will gladly answer your questions. Don't forget, I want to see you on Mondays. I really would like a quick hello during the office hours, but I'm not going to like, you must do that. But I am going to start putting my foot down about the class meetings. You need to be there. There's no reason for you not to be there unless there's a reason. And that reason would be you don't have a computer, phone, iPad, something like that to access, the assignments. And if that's the case, you need to let me know somehow so we can get a Chromebook to you. You don't have internet. We can also work through that if we need to. If for some reason, other than those two very good reasons, you need to let me know. Otherwise, I expect to see you next Monday. All right, so you can earn your bonus points. Okay, I think that's it for the week. I miss you guys. Maybe we'll do some I don't know, give you some suggestions on some things we can do. All right, I miss you. I'll see you. Don't forget to do your work and email me if you have any questions. I'll talk to you guys later.